This is episode 2 of the Como Replication series. Yes, I think that one of the best ways to enjoy Football Manager at this moment is to ignore everything that's not working in the game and just focus on tactics. And it's easy to just play tactics and have fun with the game. If you're the sort that wants to enjoy the game Football Manager, my suggestion is to delegate as much as possible and not get involved in training in any way whatsoever. Because if you do, you're probably going to get annoyed, just like I did over here. I put together a training report on Tindra. Okay, you got a training report? So I'll go like, yeah, tell me more about how she's improved. The squad's general character has had a positive effect lately on her lately. And the squad's less desirable characteristics have had an unfortunate effect on her lately. Okay, so what are the unfortunate, undesirable characteristics and what are the positive things that have happened to her? You go in here, you go to Steam, you go to Manage, right? And then go to Properties and then choose Beta and then choose a drop down that says public beta. Oh, even this game. Now we know why the game has got lately on her lately. Because even the public beta, it's like, oh, you can't call it FM26 public beta. You got to call it public beta, the public beta. There's a lot of repetition. There's a lot of clicking. There's one too many clicks. There's repetitiveness in the game. And then you get that. And you get this. Yeah. I'm not going to apply any advice, man. I don't know what she's doing. And then training on holiday. Please explain to me all this, man. I put together a training report on Rimpia as requested. Training on holiday. Players performing steadily. How is it? Where on holiday she's performing steadily? Wow. Where is she? Eat pizza? Somebody came into the office smoking, man. I should fire you. Are you high on something? Are you kid? No wonder he's wearing a mask. He doesn't want me to recognize him. I'm trying my best to have a really good time with the game Football Manager. But there are moments, even like these kind of moments, that can make me smile and laugh. Unfortunately, I'm not laughing for the right reasons. This is more what I call a tortured laugh. Basically, after that meltdown, I decided, well, you know what? I'm going to just focus on some tactical replications for now. Otherwise, I'm going to have to do something for my mental health. So I decided to treat the game with some humility and humor. Instead of getting frustrated, I'll just focus on the things that work and return to things that I enjoy, which is tactics. So following that 4-1 win over Napoli, we also beat Roma 2-1, drew against Sassuolo 2-0, and this fantastic win over Inter Milan, which was aided, of course, with the sending off of Nicolo Barella after 8 minutes. The Inter Milan game was fantastic. They were playing with this 5-3-2. Barella was playing in this position. The moment I noticed this, I changed my formation slightly. Instead of playing with inside forwards, I went with wingers. And then Diao and Kun, they were sensational, creating chances, stretching the defense. Our wingbacks were occasionally coming inside, occasionally overlapping, and then stretching the Inter Milan side. Kun here working very well with Perron and Vale. Here he comes inside, plays this fantastic ball over the top for pass to use his left foot. So in order for me to enjoy the game right now, I'm just focusing on matches. So our next game is actually going to be against Empoli in the Cup, and then we'll be following that with an away trip to AC Milan. Our tactic is going to be quite straightforward. I made some small changes to my tactics because I've noticed counter-pressing is actually affected by your out-of-position shape and how many players are dropping back into defensive positions. Now, if you have a lot of players dropping back into the midfield here, your counter-pressing sometimes doesn't work because you only counter-press with those guys who are attacking. So, like, for example, if these two guys are the ones who are playing in this position, they are the ones counter-pressing. Anybody who seems to have dropped into the midfield here, they drop into their position. So I want these four to counter press at all times while these guys hold their position. So I made some slight role changes. Here we've got a pressing defensive midfielder, tracking midfielder. This makes the center a bit more rugged. And then on the flanks, we're going to get these two players to do the tracking. In possession, it's still the same system with inside forwards. Now, if the opposition play a back five, they immediately go into winger roles. That's the only major change I've done with the system. Apparently, Empoli are not playing a 4-2-3-1. They're playing a back five, which means that we are going to have to change our roles. That's annoying because, Surprise, surprise. Which kind of, makes sense, right? Teams normally only get the starting 11 before a game. They don't really see the formation itself. Realistically speaking, you shouldn't be able to see the formation that they are playing with until they've kicked off. All right, that happens in real life. Okay. So here we go, out of possession, in possession. We're gonna change both these guys to wingers now. So the instruction goes out immediately to our players, and here we go. We're hoping that we can put pressure on them by playing our formation at the moment, which is the 4-2-3-1. I'm gonna have to stick to this screen because this screen is the only screen in the whole game that currently tells me how my players are doing in terms of chance creation and shots. Now this is basically useless, but here at least I can tell who's getting into goal scoring positions. Plus, of course, by looking at the screen as well. We're defending this Balladinelli with a free kick. Well, we got Turati. We signed him earlier. Remember, I was not too happy with our existing goalkeeper, and we we kind of brought in this other player, Turati, who had a good game against Atalanta. Again, our opposition instructions are meant to keep these two guys wide. I do expect to see the two central midfielders tracked by our two wingers. Nico Paz on the ball, plays a short free kick to Vale. Vale shoots from the edge of the area, and it was a great strike. It was just not on target. Here another pass as we seem to have taken control. Nico Woon with a great ball again. This one could have been shot as better taken. Okay, we're gonna try and add work ball into box now. Try to slow the pace down. Yep, Kakare, Dosena, Kemp now at the back. Finds a Porsche, comes inside, looks for options, finds Kemp again, and then Vale to Peron. Vale now takes the ball. Kun going wide, stretching the team, and then squares it into the box, but no goal. Kakare now to Vale. Vale is in the inside. Nico Paz shoots again, another strike. Better off in another spot. I want to get angry with my players, and I'm far from pleased is one thing, but I'm actually furious. So I'm going to come in here because there's no shouts in the game, right? So this is the closest I can get to shouts. I'm really quite angry with how poorly you played so far tonight. That's the closest I can get to throwing a water bottle. But there's a lot of clicking involved. I mean, we could have just control click or shift clicked at the whole group. Okay, gonna bring Vanderbrem on for Bosch. And I'm gonna try and get a few more players attacking them. So gonna get both our wing backs to get up the pitch now. And team shape is gonna change slightly. The team instructions in possession are gonna change. We're gonna go supporting runs both flanks and progress through both flanks. There's both underlaps. Pass reception will be pass into space. Okay, so here we go. Dosena. So we're gonna take him off and go to player selection. We're gonna have to bring on somebody else. Yeah, he can come on. Confirm this. Okay, so we've got Vale out wide. Finds Kun. Here's Vale. Comes inside. Peron to Kemp. Patient build out. Here's Vale in. He sets up. Oh, that's a beautiful goal for Morata. Good work down the left flank. We got the wing back to push up now. We made a slight change to the tactic, encouraging the wing back to get higher up, and that certainly has paid off as Vale comes inside and then squares the ball for Morata. A quick tactical tweak was all we needed to put more pressure on this team. And I think we can see out a 1-0 win. It's not too bad. I didn't want to push my team in this game, but it certainly was a way for us to get the winner. Following that win, we could dive into the data, but I'm going to avoid it because it's going to frustrate me. So let's just move on to the next match, which is an away trip to AC Milan. So at the moment in the Serie A, we are third on the table. We're not doing too badly. But if you were to look at just the XG table, I like to use the XG table because XG table is a good indication of how you are at creating chances. So we're on 7. Our finishing has been quite decent. A +4 would just suggest that our strikers are doing really well from tight situations. Defensively, we're not giving too many chances away. Ideal, perfect position to be in. So, they've got an interesting starting 11. They've got this back 5 and a 5 in front. I love this. I would recommend this very strongly to anyone who wants to make a OP system in Football Manager 26. I'm avoiding doing it until the next patch, which should be dropping on the 12th or 13th of November, I think. It should be follows that timing. Perron to Kun. Great ball out. Okay, we're going to keep this mentality. We're going to attack them. We got I forgot to take off Dosena. Dosena was injured in the last game, but he's still playing. So that could be my first forced substitution. Liao on the ball. Diao does well, wins the ball, and then he goes attacking that space. Come on, set the ball in. Oh, yeah, great. Square it. Square it. No, square it. Oh, no. It's you should have squared it a lot earlier. Okay, that's how we're going to be attacking that space. We need acceleration and a lot of acceleration down that flank. Making sure that these two guys, I'm going to play him as a winger instead and play this guy as a winger instead of playing them as inside forwards. It's not really helping us because they're going straight for those players. I want them to beat the players wide and pull them out of position. We're putting a lot of pressure on AC Milan. You can slow this down and watch it in 2D, but I'm going to avoid it. You can do this and you can watch how your team is. The most important thing to do at this point is actually to watch whether you're winning the second ball. That's it. So defensively, we're looking relatively solid. It's quite a dense setup that we have. They're not getting good, easy chances in our area, and I want to keep it that way. So addressing the team, I'm going to make I don't like what I saw, and I can't make the change. Tactics, I can. So I'm going to take Dosena off and bring on Ramon. Liao on the ball, Pulisic. Liao again. And we're putting, this is good enough. The ball goes wide. Sailor makers. That's what I want to see the tracking winger do. Put more pressure on that side of the pitch. It's pretty hard to get to Modric at the moment. Oh, what a goal from Nkunku. I mean, he literally danced his way past our defense. Yeah, it's terrible. I mean, I'd rather watch it on 2D at the moment sometimes just to avoid seeing whether or not this guy, we can come out of this and just watch the replays on 3D. I'm disappointed that we conceded the goal. We were playing relatively well. Perron with a great ball out wide to Diao. Diao stretches, pulls that central defender out. We're in the area, but no luck. Okay. Kun again. Out to Brem. Brem comes in. He's got a chance. He shoots. It's deflected. It's deflected off Luka Modric. He's put it back into the back of his net. Okay, I'm going to make one change. Okay, whoever is the better one at crossing. So his dribbling, his finishing is good. He's great at beating players. Kun is great at dribbling and crossing. So he's going to be the winger. This guy is going to be the wide forward. Okay, so we're going to try and get him to be... We're going to try and get one to create for the other. Good. We've got the equalizer. Because we're going to stretch that back line of theirs. Well, we played quite well. Unfortunately for us, we haven't been able to take advantage of their formation. It's still a good result on the day. I mean, I like how our team is coming along and reacting to my tactical changes. I'm disappointed we should have won that game. It's not a bad result for us. Draw away to AC Milan, who are the better team. It's a great result for a youthful Como side. And I'm going to avoid reading any of the news about trading. We're third on the table. We're only 4 points behind the leaders. Torino. This is class. Torino on top of the table. Why am I not managing one of my favorite teams in Serie A? because here we are replicating Como. It's not a bad start to the season. I'm enjoying just playing the tactical side of the game. As long as I avoid the screens that piss me off. And I'm hoping that as I address those screens before this game becomes ditched in the bin by me and I start playing FM24. If you look at the data hub from FM24, it was pulling in information from the chalkboard. Now that the chalkboard is gone, things like heat maps, pass maps, shot maps, they're not there anymore. And it becomes quite challenging if you want to dissect your tactical system to find out what's gone wrong or what are you doing right. I'm hoping that as I address this in the near future, and I'm sure they will, because it's still a key part of playing the game Football Manager. The challenge, of course, is re-engineering the data hub right now, because all that information is in a module that is not being used anymore. So they're going to have to find some way to re-engineer the existing data hub to pull that information in. It's going to take them some time. Surprisingly, it wasn't done a while back. So I'm hoping they do it. I'm sure the guys who are playing console version of the game would like to know where their goals are coming from. Anybody who wants to play this game and maybe get better at it would. But if you treat the game like FM Touch, where you don't really spend too much time on the nitty-gritty of the game and you avoid a lot of the responsibilities of being a manager, then this could be an enjoyable game. I hope you enjoyed today's show, enjoyed the Como replication. We're going to continue with the Como replication, and occasionally I'm going to bring you stuff that might make you laugh. I hope. You guys stay safe. Let me know in the comments below how you feel about the game, what areas of the game you want to see change, because that list keeps growing longer and longer every time I play the game. So stay safe. I'll see you again very, very soon. Bye-bye.